don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first down throw for Newton. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's McCaffrey. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. This from 36 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So we had the touchdown and 2-point conversion to start the game. At least they're able to come back and get 3 on the board for their opening drive.
Yeah, and most coaches will always say, just give me something on the opening drive. Anything you can put up on the board, you feel better about things. And in this case, I like the fact that they resisted the urge to try and match them big, because just get the points on the board. You're okay, even though they put 8 on you to begin with.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play here for Dallas. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Prescott yet again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3 our score. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott now. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off play action, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock is Newton. He'll buy some time right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Sweat. Hey.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton backs it forward. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will give them a 12-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
By anyone's measure, C.D. Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A gain of 3, second down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun again to Elliott.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.